out there that has defeated death. He's actually defeated it. And the person that has the power of death is the devil. Okay, and he actually defeated death. And anyone who believes in Jesus now will be saved. So he actually beats all the false heroes, Spider-Man, Batman, he actually beats all the false heroes and takes to another level. Now he wants to bring you into a perfect place. I mean, everyone wants to go to a perfect place. Everyone wants to go to heaven. Even people who say, oh, death is the end. That's your heaven. You think that at the end it just goes into bliss. I mean, that's fine. But there's only one truth. There's only one truth. There's only one light. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. And right now what we're trying to do is shine the light to the world, because the world needs to hear that Jesus is King, basically. And when you look at the evidence, you look at you might not have seen any miracles, I've seen miracles, but when you look at the evidence, you can really see that this is real, that Jesus is real, that he died for everyone. It's not just some kind of fairy tale. I mean, there has to be a truth. This is a spectacular world that we're living in, and there has to be some kind of truth to it, and there can only be one truth. And Jesus said, I am the truth. I am the only way. This is what Jesus said. He said, I am the only way to the Father, to your Father. You see, right now, you're living at the house of, we're living at the house of strangers. If you live at the house of a stranger, that when you were a little kid, you don't want to leave your parents. You want to stay with your parents. It's the same with God. He's your real Father. He's your real Father at the end of the day. And Jesus called us to be reconciled back to the Father, back to your Father. But if you dwell in the house of a stranger, you will perish with the stranger. And that stranger is, obviously, it's the devil, it's the adversary of God. But if you get reconciled back to your Father, who created you, then you will go to heaven. And the only way to get reconciled to your Father is through Jesus. He said, I am the only way to the Father. That's what he said. I mean, that's what he said. So that's real. That's Jesus. And there's so much evidence. I mean, in the world today, you can research for yourself. There's over 100 million documented miracles. You can research for yourself. 100 million documented miracles. Look it up. And I mean, you can even look at the evidence on YouTube. You can see so many miracles. Even in my church alone, there's been a lot of miracles. You can research this for yourself. I will be happy to pray for anyone who's sick or whatever. But we've seen the power of God. I'll tell you the story. You might not believe. You have no reason to believe it. But I'll tell you this right now. There's this girl for university. She prayed for a deaf woman. She's a normal girl for university. She's a Christian. She prayed for a deaf woman, and she was healed. That's evidence to me. That's evidence to me. Even that testimony. There's no reason to lie for it. There was no profit from it, but there was the power of God from it, and that is evidence that there is someone called Jesus, because we need to find the truth. Jesus is King. Thank you, Nottingham. God bless you. And remember, Jesus is the only way back to your Father, who created you. Jesus is King.